Hey y'all, Todd from Ironhorse Guided Adventures here. Today we're going to be talking about making kindling. Now you can make kindling out in the field once you've got your fire ring set up and you've got all your wood chopped into larger chunks. But you got to take those larger chunks and make them into smaller chunks so that you can build your fire from your tinder. Now tinder is this fluffy stuff here. There's a lot of natural items out there that you can use for tinder. You can find it mostly at the base of trees, pine trees and things like that. And it's as small as you can find is the best stuff. Now if you look at this stuff real close, I'll bring it into the camera here. It's nice and light and it's real thin. So this is the stuff that you use to put your spark into, and this will light up pretty quickly. Now after you do that, you're going to want to use your kindling, which is what we're making here today. And it's smaller bits of wood. It's just wood. It's the same fuel that you're using to build your fire. So in order to make this stuff, you have to take your larger chunks of wood, like this, and turn it into stuff like this. The most important thing to remember when working with tools out in the field is safety. You want to make sure that you don't get any cuts, scratches, breaks, or anything like that. Because when you're out in the field, even a small cut can be infected and turn into a large problem. So what I like to do is wear leather gloves. These gloves are strong and tough, and they'll keep your hands from getting cut. Now, we need to take this piece of wood and turn it into something like this. In order to do that, we're going to take this knife here. I like a nice fixed blade knife. If you try and do this with a folding knife, you're going to break your knife. So get yourself a full tang fixed blade knife, something with a nice sheath on it. It's nice and sturdy. I like the K-bar because I'm a Marine and that's how we cut things. So we're going to take our piece of wood here, and if you look closely at the wood, you can see the grain in the wood. You can see where it runs. Now that's the direction that you want your knife to rest on. So take your knife, rest it on that wood grain, like that, and then you're going to take another piece of wood that's got some heft to it, but it's not too big, and you're just going to hit it. That's it. That's all it is. And look at that. We've split the larger piece of wood into a smaller piece of wood. Now at this point, what we can do is we can peel off the little pieces like that. We'll break these up. Now you got yourself some kindling. Good rule of thumb for building a fire is when you think you have enough wood, triple it. So we would continue to make this piece of wood smaller with our knife. Again, rest it on the grain of the wood. Take your larger bit. Now we've got more small wood. And we can keep doing that until the entire log becomes kindling, or when we feel that we have enough. And that's it. That's how you make kindling with a fixed blade knife. Now, this is part of our fire making class. If you go over to our website at www.ironhorseguidedadventures.com, you'll see the other classes that we offer. We hope that you come out and you spend some time with us learning how to be outside. Until next time, go out and explore the outdoors.